Hey geeks, it's time for your Daredevil Daily, and we're on to episode 5, and boy do we get a full view of Matt's relationship with Elektra in the past. If it's that exciting through the rest of the season, I don't know what I'm going to do. The way I could sum up their relationship in the past would be they had that freaking explosive chemistry of like Mr. and Mrs. Smith, up until she tried to get him to kill the guy who was responsible for his dad's death. But holy hell, I mean, the whole scene in the boxing gym with them fighting, and she's like, get me, and she's like hitting him, and then he freaking hits her back, and they just start going at it, and then they end up, just doing the do in the middle of the ring. I was, that was like some Mr. and Mrs. Smith shit right there. So that was really cool, really intense. It actually showed just how intense that chemistry was. We'll see if it still is. She seems to still be able to get under his skin. In contrast to that, he's attempting to start dating Karen Page, and by this point we all know how I feel about Karen Page. Honestly, when they were like kissing on her stairs in front of her house after their date, I couldn't help but think thirsty bitch. Like, just the way she was reacting to him, because I was like, okay, yeah, she's excited, and she's finally getting with the dude that she has been wanting to get with, and has been all jonesing for, but seriously, thirsty bitch. No. I just can't like her. I can't like her. The absence of the Punisher, other than in name, was sorely missed, but I think they amped it up pretty good with the Elektra thing. I was pleasantly surprised by that. I still hope we get more Punisher. The other thing that I thought was cute was when Foggy was meeting up with Marcy at Josie's, and total name drop of Jessica Jones, further, ensnaring everything in that continuity, and it looks like she's working at Hogarth's law firm, perhaps? So that's kind of that's an easy way to just tie everything together. I also realized I made a mistake in, I think it was episode 3's review. I was talking about Claire dropping that she had helped a friend. I didn't realize she actually meant Luke Cage instead of Punisher, but either way, it's still a tie-in to the rest of the continuity, so that was exciting. Holy cow, this might actually end up being my shortest review, because it was just action-packed, crazy awesomeness. All I can say is Mr. and Mrs. Smith. Like, oh my god. Matt's morals point back to, even back then, he wasn't able to cross that line and kill Sweeney. So, I mean, he's always been that way, but he had no problem throwing down and beating the hell out of him. I feel almost sad that relationship didn't work out, even though she's kind of a psychopath, because I feel like they did really gel that well together, and they did really understand those difficult bits of each other. I feel like they read each other very well, and I think that she's still reading him extremely well. So we'll have to see where it goes from here, because holy hell, the Yakuza is about to bust open her apartment penthouse like a can. And apparently she has his Daredevil suit, and she knows that he's the Daredevil, and like, that's just absolute crazy. And it's like, oh, how long has she been watching him since they've been broken up? So that'll be interesting to find out. It'll be interesting to find out if Karen's actually able to connect the dots and figure out what's going on with the connection between Punisher's family getting killed in a 1v1v1 massacre of the gangs, and the connection probably to Reyes, because obviously she hushing shit up. Yeah. With that said, this episode, I'm totally going to give a solid I'm gonna give it an A-. It was pretty good. Not quite as stacked as last episode with the Punisher story, but definitely a really good introduction to Elektra. We already know that she can kind of whoop some butt because she, was sparring with Matt in the early days. Can't wait to see what she's capable of now, especially against the Yakuza. And it looks like we're getting rolling into that storyline, and hopefully we'll see some of the Hand. So I can't wait. I hope you guys can't wait either. Hit the subscribe button down there so you can catch tomorrow's Daredevil Daily, as well as the rest of the reviews, as well as my Once Upon a Time reviews. And I also just dropped a unboxing for Sci-Fi Block with a couple of announcements at the end of that. So check those out. Let me know what you thought of the episode. Did you think this episode was pretty epic? What was your opinion of how she's portraying Elektra? I personally think she's way better than Jennifer Garner. So, so feel free to comment. I respond to all comments. With that said, later, geeks. See you tomorrow.